The Arizona Cardinals now fall to 10-5 on the 2021 season. Another opportunity for the Arizona Cardinals to seize the moment and get into the playoffs. And we blow it. We blow it again. We have a lot to dive into today, guys. The Arizona Cardinals versus the Indianapolis Colts. Not the turnout that we wanted, but there's a lot to talk about. Guys, let's go and roll that intro. What is going on, Arizona sports fan family? We're back at it again with another live edition here. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Thank you so very much. I know a lot of people are not happy. I mean, I'm not either. I mean, this is supposed to be Christmas. We had two games, Suns versus Golden State, and then we had the Cardinals versus the Colts. Suns end up losing to Golden State, although I'm a little upset about that. There's so many games left in the NBA season that I'm not going to trip about it too much. But the Arizona Cardinals end up falling over to the Indianapolis Colts 22-16 with another opportunity for them to seize the playoffs. The first time in 5+ years, and the Arizona Cardinals, what do you say, right? Crap the bed, right? I mean, that's probably the best way to go about saying this here, ladies and gentlemen. The Arizona Cardinals fall to the Indianapolis Colts. And there's a lot of things that we need to talk about in this game. A lot of things we need to talk about. Now, I know there's a lot of people in the chat here that are not Cardinal fans. That's fine. I mean, I'm equally upset. I know you're coming in here to gloat, but that's completely fine. Fans of the Arizona Cardinals, we really need to come to a realization here. We need to come to a realization that we're going to get people from the Rams fan base. We're going to get people that are coming in from the San Francisco 49ers fan base, maybe even the Seahawks fan base, saying that we're frauds. Saying that, we're not going to win the division. But honestly, ladies and gentlemen, what we saw here today, we saw some flashes of good stuff. But we also did see a team that really looked not very good offensively. Now, we could be blaming this game on a lot of different, people. If you want to blame Kyler, I mean, whatever. If you want to blame Cliff, whatever. If you want to blame the ability that we cannot, utilize a weapon that we have consistently, whatever it is, I think the entirety of this team right now, they're saying one thing. They want to seize the opportunity. They want to, get to the playoffs, but we're seeing something else on Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays, and of course, Saturdays. There's the Arizona Cardinal team right now. I'm upset. I'm absolutely pissed off. Guys, we got 3 games left. 3 games. I'm sorry, I apologize. 2 games left now. We had 3 games. Now the Arizona Cardinals fall to 10-5. Not bad, right? I mean, yeah, I would take 10-5 over 3-13 in a heartbeat, right? But the Arizona Cardinals are preaching day in and day out, we're going to seize the opportunity. We're going to seize the momentum. But what the heck did we just see today? DeAndre Hopkins not being on the field is huge. We all thought that, hey, Christian Kirk was going to be able to, seize the opportunity. I'm sick of Christian Kirk. He is not a number 2 wide receiver. And I've been talking about this for years and years. And everybody's coming at me. You're so brutal. You're so mean. Why do you hate the Cardinals? Because this is what we see every year. This is what we see every single year. And I'm the bad guy? I'm just a guy with a camera and a microphone. But I've been telling you guys. Do you guys remember this video I posted last year at the end of the season? Do you remember I posted this video on the end of last season? And I got so much hate. I got so much people coming at me and say, what are you talking about, Mike? Cliff Kingsbury's going, blah, 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 blah. There's 2 more wins. But grand scheme of things, we start off hot, but we're now starting to see the end of the season collapse. Like we've been seeing for every single year that Cliff Kingsbury has been our head coach. I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. We need to be better. Now, the Arizona Cardinals had this game, an opportunity that sometime during this game, I thought that we were going to win. I really did. But we started to see the inexperience of Cliff Kingsbury when we're moving down the field. Chase Edmonds has a very, very good run. And what ends up happening, he calls a wildcat. What in the living heck are we doing? And that's just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. That's just one play. Christian Kirk all of a sudden wants to start catching the ball with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Where have you been all game? You want to start catching the ball now? Oh, give me receptions, 7 receptions. Where were you the entirety of the game? Let me give a big shout out to my super chats here, the contributions to this channel. Appreciate you for coming through, everybody. If you guys want to get onto the AZ Sports Fan, all you need to do is super chat. Come through. Let's read to see what my subscribers have to say. Sam Johnson, what's up, man? He says 10-7. I think Hop was way too big of a loss. We had major injuries, need an O-line. We're not frauds. We're just immature. Well, I agree with you to an extent, my guy. I agree with you to an extent. Here's the problem. We've seen time and time again that we have been playing teams that have been riddled with injuries, have been riddled with, the thing that's going on in the world. And they've been putting on this, this reserve list. And they come out with that next man mentality. The Arizona Cardinals almost seems like we have our starters, and then we have people that never played football ever again or never played football in their life. So I agree with you to an extent, my guy. I know we're trying to see, the positive side of things, but the grand scheme of things right now, this Arizona Cardinal team has hit the season collapse right now, and I've seen this time and time again every single year, and I'm pissed off. Carter, appreciate the super chat. Thank you so very much. He says, this loss, in my opinion, is on Cliff, not on Kyler. Whatever it is, the Cardinals ride and die together. I don't care if it's Cliff, Kyler, the defense, the offense, special teams, whatever the situation is, we didn't get it done. I can care less who the blame is. We needed to win this game. As a fan base, we came out into State Farm Stadium. I saw a lot of blue out there. I did see a lot of blue out there. But the grand scheme of things, the Red Sea came out. They put the bat signal out. We came out. They were loud, and they went ahead and just laid a goose egg. The biggest highlight of this game, legit, is the fact that we maintained Taylor. Jonathan Taylor was maintained. We didn't stop him. He was maintained. Regardless of the situation that's happening right now, we didn't get the job done. Big Will, what's up with the thanks for the super chat, man? Thank you so very much. He says, they don't deserve the playoffs. Hanging my jersey up. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you at all. Keep reading the super chats here. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Thanks for the contributions. Gotta get a sip of water because I'm pissed off. What's up, Davis? Davis Garcia with the super chat. He says, Merry Christmas, brother. Matt Prater, more like Zane Gonzalez. Why do we kill ourselves with penalties? All we need is one game. That's the problem, man. We've been seeing this time and time again. And it's so funny to me that everybody is coming at me and telling me that we should have got CeeDee Lamb. I've been telling people CeeDee Lamb was my guy. I know Isaiah Simmons doesn't look bad, but in the grand scheme of things right now, the people that we have in our wide receiving core, we could have benefited tremendously from having CeeDee Lamb on our wide receiving core. Christian Kirk isn't the guy. He's been given multiple opportunities time and time again to be that second wide receiver, and he only wants to catch the ball when we have 2 freaking minutes left. And then other the opportunity, he's gone. He's gone. Nowhere to be seen. Pisses me off. Let me get my guy, I Am Bear. Appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you so very much. He says, we are just lost right now. Good teams in a funk, kind of like 2008 Super Bowl. Cardinals lost the last 4 out of 6. It's going to come down to the leaders. Today was on Cliff's play calls, Prater / holdings and penalties like we did last year's team. Yikes. I agree. I mean, the Super Bowl run in 2008 seems like a long time ago from now. I'm just trying to get the freaking playoffs. And we had the opportunity last week with the Lions. We had the opportunity here against the Colts. And we're squandering with opportunity. But I agree with you. We still have 2 games left, don't we? We still have 2 games left. We got the Cowboys and then we got the Seahawks. But realistic right now, what we're seeing on the field, do we really think we have a chance to do anything better than 10 wins in the season? Serious question, ladies and gentlemen. Do we push that SOS button right now? Are we pushing that button? Let me know in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen, because I thought that we were going to be a 13-14 team win. Right now, the most we can get is 12 wins. And I won't be mad at it, but can we do it? That's the real question. Appreciate the super chat. Back to the Constitution, $10 donation. He says, Kingsbury is not a good coach late in the season, or we need 1 win to clinch the playoffs. We fizzled late in the season. That's a bad recipe to let down. I agree. I 100% agree. I would have rather started this season 1-4, 1-3, and then do what the San Francisco 49ers are doing. They're getting hot. They know their identity. They know what they're doing. Right now, we look more lost now than we did in the beginning of the season, and that right there scares me. We're looking so lost right now than we did in the beginning of the season. I'd rather start 1-4 and not have these high expectations. The Cardinals are going to the Super Bowl. And yeah, that might be on the fans. I agree. That might be on the fans. That's not on the organization. I agree with you. But why can we not seize the opportunity and just freaking win a game? It's right there in our hands. The division, I'm not even going to talk about the division anymore. I'm not even going to talk about the division anymore. This team is not playing like a team that wanted to secure this division at all. Our identity, what the heck are we? Now, we had a lot of key pieces out today, but so did the Colts. The Colts were riding with probably a Band-Aid and somebody they got off the street on their offensive line. That's what they were riding with. And then the Arizona Cardinals come out here looking like we did look. It's just absolutely embarrassing. Appreciate the super chats, Seth. Thank you so very much. He says, well, I think we might go 12-5. So this was riddled for us, but it's y'all on Cliff Kingsbury and Matt Prater. It's their fault, and I'm sick of it. Well, Matt Prater had a pretty bad game. I think it's very, very obvious to say that Matt Prater didn't have a good game today. You might blame the fact that Andy Lee wasn't there. He usually is the guy that holds the ball while he kicks. Whatever the situation is, we had a week to get this resolved, or at least a few days to get it resolved, and we didn't. We put Colt McCoy out there, and he couldn't get the job done. He couldn't. Appreciate the super chat, man. BBH ALV coming out with the super chat. Appreciate it, man. He says, even if we make the playoffs, I want Cliff gone. He's not good season-ending coach. This is great roster. We just need a better head coach, and it's a team loss. I respect that. Let me know what you guys think. Red Sea. Do you guys think Cliff Kingsbury should be gone? Let me know in the comments. How do you feel about this? Because I think in the grand scheme of things right now, I'm pissed off. We have 2 games yet. Yeah, we could probably sneak our way into the playoffs. But are we a NFC West division winner? I'm not even going to talk about that anymore. Juliano, what's up? Thanks for the super chat. He says, need more play action. Offense is not nearly nifty enough. Well, we just need an identity. We just look so lost, right? I don't know, man. The moment that DeAndre Hopkins went down, you would think that we would be able to pick it up with Ertz, AJ Green, Moore. I know Moore wasn't playing today, but the other pieces that we have here. And nobody's just seizing the moment, man. And it's frustrating to see as a fan. Charge Entertainment with the super chat. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much. He says, dude, at this point, you can just stare at the camera for 20 minutes without saying a word, and we'd understand what's going on. Yeah, appreciate it, man. But you're right. The frustration level right now for this team and the fans right now is absolutely, it's embarrassing. It really is. This is embarrassing. How do we start off 7-0 and start tailing off at the grand scheme of things? And I host an NFC West roundtable, and they were telling me, are you guys going to go through that end of the season, stint when you guys kind of just collapse? And I was like, no, we're a different team. We've been breeding the 1-0 mentality every single week coming through. Now, We might be seeing that downfall at the end of the season right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we might be seeing as Cardinal fans right now. And should we be pushing that SOS button? I think it might be time. I think it might be time. MMVV, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate you. He says, sad to say we're going to clinch the playoffs because of another team. Thank you. Exactly. Typical Cardinals, right? We're allowing other teams to do it for us because we can't do it ourselves. It's sad. It is sad. We started 7-0. We started 7-0. We lost to the Lions. I thought we were going to come up and be like, no, we're not going to lose this game. Lost to the Colts. The Rams before. Something in this locker room right now, the leadership, I don't feel like it's there, man. I don't feel like it's there at all. I miss DeAndre Hopkins. For the love of God, I miss DeAndre Hopkins. Elon Musk, appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you so much for coming through with super chat. It says, this Cards team is just bad now. So sad. I mean, what else you say? You're right, man. You're 110% right. You're 110% right. Right now, Cardinal fans, we're looking for some positivity. I know that there's some positive fans out there that are saying, guys, don't burn the bridge down. We got 2 more games. That's cool. Have that thought. That's fine. But if you don't think that there is a bigger problem that we're seeing right now with this organization crashing and burning at the end of the season, then you're in for a rude awakening, because we're going to be seeing this time and time again if we keep Cliff Kingsbury. I promise you. I promise you. I want to speak to all the people that thumbs down this video when I posted it last year at the end of the season, where I was like, Cliff Kingsbury is the worst head coach in the world. And then, of course, when we had our 7-0 run, we had a lot of 5-year-olds saying, you feel really dumb, right? You feel really dumb making this video now. Come back at me now. We need much more. Right now, my expectations for Cliff Kingsbury right now has gone from, okay, let's just make the playoffs, to you better win a playoff game, because at this point, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. All right, let me get my guy Turtle Trolls on here, man. Appreciate the super chat. Is this what happens when we lose JJ Watt? Literally went 7-0 with him, and now we're 3-5 without him. I don't think it's all JJ Watt. I don't think it's all JJ Watt at all. It's much more in depth than just losing JJ Watt. I think our defense did really, really decent today against the run compared to most of the time. I think we actually held Jonathan Taylor pretty decently. I mean, he did have one, run that went 40 plus yards, which I was like, oh boy, here we go. Like this is the start of it. You know what I mean? But honestly, I think in the grand scheme of things, I think the Cardinals did pretty well against Jonathan Taylor. I mean, granted, he carried the ball 27 times and he had 108 yards. I mean, I think we did pretty good against them, personally. I don't think it's just J.J. Watt, though. I think it's much more than just losing J.J. Watt. Let's keep reading the super chats. We got my guy Tom Smith up in here right now. Appreciate you, Tom. He says, Kingsbury is a bad coach. Went 5 wideouts against one of the worst rush defenses in the NFL. People also don't mention the Lions. Multiple people out, too. Ding, ding, ding. Well, here's the problem, my guy. A lot of Cardinal fans, we so badly want to be positive. We so badly want to be positive. But the moment that we start talking some sort of, negativity, or, we got to fix something along those lines, nobody wants to be negative. People think I'm negative. I'm just realistic. I'm just being freaking realistic here right now. This Arizona Cardinal team is crashing and burning at the worst opportunity that they could be doing. They're crashing and burning. That's exactly what they're doing right now. Let's keep reading the super chats here, man. Thank you so very much. I do have another one from BBH, and I'm trying to see if I can find it. You guys are coming up clutch with all these comments. I appreciate you guys. Keep it going. Keep everything on the keep flooding that chat. Appreciate you guys. If you guys can definitely do me a huge favor, I know it's tough to ask, but if you could smack that like button, don't do it for the Cardinals, do it for me. We sucked, we lost today, and I'm still here putting out my guts for you, spilling out my guts for you. So if you guys can do me that huge favor, just smack that like button. I would truly, really appreciate it. Let's get my guy BBH on here. I don't see your comment anymore, BBH, but I do see it up here, so I'm not going to be able to pin it. So it says, Cliff should be gone if we lose in the wild card, especially if we get blown out. Prater is solid kicker and had one bad game. I'd rather have him than Zane. Okay, I agree. Appreciate you, BBH. Thank you so very much for that super chat. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. I know I have another one from, let's see. Okay, I am Bear. What's up, man? I think we need to do on, wait. Oh, what we need to, I can't read. Oh my God. What do you think we need to do, honestly? I'm just as lost as the team looks during this game. That's fair. That's 110% fair, man. What I would have done in this game, and if you take a look at the film, I'm not a film guy. I'm not going to waste my time be acting like I know, film, you know what I mean? But clearly, sometimes Kyler Murray likes to go for the home run ball, and there's people right there waiting for us to convert that first down. But what I would have done in this game is make Chase Edmonds the focal point, keep running the ball because they couldn't stop Kyler Murray, and what we should have done is make sure that we target Zach Ertz at all single times with the imagination. That would have been my game plan. Coming through. I know, I get it. Easier said than done. I know, but that's what I would have done. We're a team that's crashing and burning right now, ladies and gentlemen, and we got to get in front of it. We got to get in front of it because I think in the grand scheme of things, man, this is rough to see as a Cardinal fan. This is rough to see. Joshua, what's up, man? Appreciate the super chat. He says, I know it's painful now, but once the playoffs start, it's 0-0. Whole new season. Cardinals will be scary in the playoffs. That being said, go Rams. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for being kind. Thanks for not being a jerk. I know this is probably an opportunity for you to kick us when we're down. Thank you so very much for that. Oh, here we go. Here's my guy, BBH. I found it. We just need to make it to the playoffs. That's all we need to do. We just need to make it into the playoffs. And right now, it doesn't seem like we can get a win to save our lives. We got the Cowboys next, and then we got the Seattle Seahawks next after that. Can we get a win, please? Let me give a big shout out to my guy, Dog Lover 74. He says, honestly, after how the Cardinals have played against the Rams, Lions, and the Colts, Cliff should be ashamed of himself. All right. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree. But I'm not. But I'm also not going to sit here and say this is all on Cliff. Like, Kyler should have some, talkings too as well. I don't think it's 100% on Kyler. I don't think it's 100% on Cliff. I think it's more Cliff than Kyler. But this whole team right now is unraveling. And we're promised, don't worry, don't panic, everybody. We're still the top of the NFC West. That's what Kyler Murray told us last week. Remember? Oh, we know what we're doing. We have everything in front of us. Well, what the heck did we just see today? We have everything in front of us, right? What the heck? What was the game plan here, ladies and gentlemen? Appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you so very much. Corey Davis, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. He says, I think you're going to be all right. You can be like the 49ers, 8-7. I'd rather be in the Arizona spot right now. Well, you're right. You're 100% right. But the truth of the matter right now is not the fact that we're 10-5. The truth of the matter right now is what I'm talking about. And the reason why I'm so upset is because we seem to be on a downslide right now. I would have rather been the San Francisco 49ers and start 1-3 and then get hot later on because we figured out what our identity is. Right now, I don't feel like this Arizona Cardinal team knows what their identity is. The moment we lost DeAndre Hopkins, none of this wide receiving core right now, short of Antoine Wesley getting that touchdown and AJ Green making that really cool catch, or a real clutch catch. I'm sorry, real clutch catch is what I was trying to say. I don't think we have an identity. We didn't have James Conner today. It probably should have been the Chase Edmonds show. And we just don't look like we know exactly what we're doing. We don't. And I think that's the frustrating part as a Cardinal fan right now. That's the frustrating part. There was a time during this game I thought we were going to win. I really did. Defense was holding up. We're holding Jonathan Taylor into a not 150 plus, yard game. And we just couldn't get it done. Seth Carpenter, appreciate the super chat. He says, well, for this, we could have clinched a playoff berth, but they need to fire Cliff and Vance. Also, I realize how much, too much miscues. Oh yeah. We're not even talking about how many penalties, ladies and gentlemen. How many penalties did the Arizona Cardinals have? How many penalties did the Arizona Cardinals have in the first half? Was it like 7? Right? Why aren't we learning? Why aren't we learning from what is going on every single game? Penalties kill us. The penalties are killing us time and time again. And we're not making it any better because we're still doing what we're doing. Juliano, what's up, man? Offense is not nifty. More run and good play action plus fakes. That might be what we have to resort to. The Arizona Cardinals used to score 30-plus points every single game. Well, most of the games in the beginning of the season. Now, we're spiraling out of control. Tom, appreciate the super chat. Thank you so very much. He says, no way we beat Dallas with this offense. We'll have to see, right? As Cardinal fans, we just got to pray to the heavens and the football gods that everything kind of goes our way. I am Bear. What's up? Byron Leftwich for head coach next year. I don't know what we're gonna do, man. Well, let's let these next 2 weeks finish off. Let's see what happens. If the Cardinals can somehow get 12 wins in the season, I don't know. We'll have to kind of wait and see. Sam, what's up? He says, also, my God, Josh Jones is bad. I thought Josh Jones was a good pickup when we got him in the draft, but this guy is an absolute turnstile. And it's very, very upsetting to see. Now, I know a lot of people are going to come out here and say, well, we were injured. We don't have a lot of key pieces. Guys, we got to stop using that excuse. I think in the grand scheme of things here, ladies and gentlemen, we're running into a team right now that we're spiraling out of control, man. Can we win these last 2 games? That's the biggest question here. Can we win these last 2 games? Cowboys and Seahawks. With the way we're playing right now, I mean, if this defense can come back in this Cowboys game, maybe we might have a chance if our offense gets going. But it's just something different every single game, man. Every single game, it's something different. Penalties aren't helping us. Play calling isn't the best. When we have momentum and we're going down the field, we call a wildcat for Chase Edmonds, and we end up maybe losing a yard or getting rid of a down or wasting a down is what I should have said. We just need to get better, man. This organization is paying Cliff Kingsbury, Vance Joseph millions, maybe hundreds of $1,000s for defensive and offensive we don't have offensive coordinator. I apologize for the defensive coordinators. This whole year before this year started, everybody was talking about Cliff Kingsbury should get an offensive head coach. Oh no, I'm sorry, an offensive coordinator. I'm sorry, right? And we're pissed off that we didn't get an offensive coordinator, right? We wanted to see if we can help out Cliff Kingsbury. Nope, we didn't do it. I just feel like the head coaching, the play calls is just too darn much for him to handle. It's too darn much for him to handle. We're seeing it again. We just went 3-5 out of the last 8 games. 3-5. Joe says this sounds like an organizational problem. Yes, thank you. Ding, 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 ding. 100%. I've been talking about this organization for quite some time. I love my Arizona Cardinals, but I know there's flaws within this Arizona Cardinals. They do, and it starts with Steve Keim. It starts with Steve Keim. Cliff Kingsbury is a puppet to what Steve Keim is. Is somebody going to be able to get fired today if nothing happens? Yeah, maybe Cliff Kingsbury. But who should really be getting fired is Steve freaking Keim. That's who should be getting fired at the end of the season. Seems like we're losing people, and the people that are coming up, they just don't have the experience. They don't look good at all. I'm sick. I'm sick of the injuries, and I'm sick of the everybody that's going on the COVID list as well. I'm sick of it too. But it's not just us that is dealing with this. It's the entirety of the team. The Rams were riddled with injuries, and they beat us. They smacked us up. The Lions were missing their big key pieces, and they're the freaking Lions, and they beat us. There's something deeper within this organization that the culture in there is absolutely terrible. And you're hearing it straight up from the mouths of the players. Keep in mind where you're hearing the source from, ladies and gentlemen. The players are getting paid from the Arizona Cardinals. If you have a job, you're better. You're not going to go on record saying my job sucks because blah 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 blah. Because I could promise you, you're going to get a pink slip later on. Don't listen to what these players are saying. They're getting paid from this organization. They're politically correct is everything they're trying to say. But right now, if they're not saying this SOS button should be pushing, then I don't know what to tell them. Because that's exactly what they should be playing like right now. Like their head is on fire, like their season is on the line. We're 10-5. But the way we're playing right now, we might have the San Francisco 49ers come take our spot. We might have the Vikings come take our spot. Because we can't seem to pull the trigger and get the darn win that we need. AZ Fan 1998, appreciate the super chat. He says the Cardinals have no excuses. Our key players need to show up. Buddha finally showed up, but Chandler, Kyler, Murphy, etc. need to win these games. I agree. I think Chandler Jones probably had one of his best games, not including the Titans game. I think he did a very good job this game, but he did do some silly things as well that prevented us from getting off the field defensively. I think Chandler Jones was everywhere, but he did do some stupid things that caused us to stay on the field defensively. But I agree with you. Buddha Baker had a freaking hell of a game today. A hell of a game today. Let me get my guy Luis here. Luis, appreciate the super chat. Sick of Garcia. No D-Hop kills us. Kirk is not reliable. Play calling is so bad. No way we can compete in the playoffs. We have fans right now. Open your ear. Let's come into a kumbaya moment, everybody. Cardinal fans, if you're a Rams fan, 49ers fan, and you just like to see, me, pull my hair out and be really upset, cool. But Cardinal fans, open your ears right now. We have fans right now that just want us to see get into the playoffs. That's all they want. They'll see this as a win. But they just want us to get into the playoffs. That's it. That Cliff Kingsbury is a god. Is what they're going to say at the end of the season. He took us to the playoffs, didn't he? We need to strive for better. We need to be better as an organization, as a fan base. We need to demand better because if he just wins 10 games, he should be gone. If he gets us in the playoffs and we don't get a playoff win, he should be gone. This organization, I am never going to give up on unless they move out of Arizona, I am never going to give up on the Arizona Cardinals. But I'm never going to give up. So hear me well. I am never going to give up on the Arizona Cardinals as long as they stay in Arizona. Ever. I'm going to be realistic to you guys as much as I possibly can because I've seen this team do this to us every single time. And that's why when I bring you guys these tough takes, when I'm too, rough, I'm telling you that our draft picks suck, is because I'm being realistic. When I said Zaven Collins shouldn't have been picked up, I was told that Zaven Collins is going to be great. Watch the dynamic duo between Zaven Collins and Isaiah Simmons. Where's Zaven Collins now? When I was pissed off that we picked up Rondell Moore, everybody was saying, he's going to be the next Tyreek Hill, man. Don't worry about it. You don't know. You're a hater. Rondell Moore was hurt today, but he's not the spectacular player that a lot of people were saying. We need DeAndre Hopkins on the field in order for all these other wide receivers to shine. That's the realism right now. We need DeAndre Hopkins on the field in order for these other wide receivers to shine. Now, Zach Ertz can shine on his own. Why he hasn't, I blame that on Cliff. We need DeAndre Hopkins, and that right there scares the living hell out of me. And I've said it. I said it when we draft Isaiah Simmons. Nothing bad against the guy. He's a great young man. I hope he has a very good career, a long career with the Arizona Cardinals. If not with us, somebody else. But we should have gotten Kyler Murray's number one guy, CeeDee Lamb, is what we should have gotten. And now people 2 or 3 years later are now starting to come to realization, oh, maybe he might have been right. AJ Green most likely will not be here next year. Christian Kirk most likely probably will get a contract. I don't know if he's going to be here, but do we really want him realistically when he doesn't really come up clutch? He just wants to catch the ball in a 2-minute warning when they're playing soft. Come on with that mess. JT Sports, appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you so very much. This is how my Steelers were last season at this time. Appreciate you, JT, man. Thank you so very much. If you guys have not subscribed to JT, I definitely highly recommend it. Not quite sure if he's still doing his YouTube channel, but great content. Appreciate you, man. I know you're a Steelers fan. Thanks for coming through. I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. Fat Boys with the $4.99 donation. Thank you so very much. As a Packers fan, I hope you beat the Cowboys next week. Your hope is as good as my hope, my guy. Your hope is as good as my hope. I'm literally at the wit's end for this Arizona Cardinal team right now. And I'm not talking about the organization. Don't twist my words and say, you're giving up the Cardinals. You're a fake fan. No. I will be an Arizona Cardinal fan till they stay in Arizona. If there's another team that comes and replaces the Arizona Cardinals, calling themselves the Arizona Cactuses, I'll be a fan of them. The Arizona Cardinals are my team, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. Something organizationally right now, there's something bad. The culture right now, none of these players are learning from their mistakes. And I blame that on the coaching. Because we're seeing penalties every single game that's preventing us from moving the ball down the field because the penalties are killing us every single game. We're not learning. We're not learning at all. There's no discipline. There's no discipline from this coaching staff at all. Bring back Bruce Arians, please, for the love of God. He doesn't want to come back here. I don't blame him. Seth Carpenter, appreciate the super chat. Well, for those last 5 games, we did so terrible without DeAndre Hopkins and J.J. Watt. That's right. That scares me to death. Well, you're not alone. The moment we miss DeAndre Hopkins and he's been out due to injury, obviously, hopefully speedy recovery for DeAndre Hopkins. But I knew at that moment that we were going to be seeing an exposed wide receiving core. And sometimes people don't want to see it. A lot of people just like to cover their eyes. Sometimes we have fans out there that there are fans when we're good. And when they're not good, by the third quarter or halftime, if things aren't going our way, click, turns the TV off. I'm not that fan. I will watch this game miserably with my head stuffed in a damn pillow because I'm so pissed off on what's going on and what we've seen. We need to be better, and it starts from the top. Steve Keim, I've been telling him since I had this channel, I want him out. I want him out. But no, we get these big splash plays like DeAndre Hopkins. We get J.J. Watt, and people now love him again. Actually, I was going to say, look back on my draft, but that's specific to members, so you probably can't see that. The reason why I'm upset about these draft picks, it's nothing to do with the young men that are coming out of college at all. It's what I feel like we should be, getting, like, to help our team out. I'm tired of our first round picks not helping us out. I'm tired of it. And then we have fans being really, really patient. Oh, look what Isaiah Simmons did last, he sat out last year, and look at him now. We need to get first round picks that are going to contribute to this team in the first year. If we keep waiting until year 2, year 3, and hopefully, fingers crossed that he blossoms, that's not a way to build an organization. That's not a way to build an organization here, ladies and gentlemen. I miss Bruce Arians. Teddy, what's up, Teddy? He says, hey, Mike, placeholders are hallelujah. Yes, you are 100% right, Teddy. 110% right. Placeholders are valuable. The way that this team has been built out is we were very, very star heavy. Star heavy. That's what Steve Keim went out there and was like, I'm going to get every single star that I can possibly get. Ertz. We got DeAndre Hopkins a few years back. J.J. Watt, A.J. Green. That's how this team was built. We were 1 to 2. Rodney Hudson. We were 1 to 2 big key injury pieces away from being what we're kind of seeing right now. Christian Kirk ain't the guy. Rondale Moore, I'm still kind of a little iffy on him. I'm not quite 100% sure what he has. It's his first year. I'm not going to blame the guy too much. Christian Kirk is not the guy. He's not. He's not a number 2 wide receiver, maybe a number 3. And we've been talking about this so long on this channel. So long on this channel. Just tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. We're getting to that moment right now here, guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to open up the phone lines here, man. Let's have a therapy session. I want to hear what the Red Sea has to say. The Arizona Cardinals right now are going through a tailspin of, can we get the playoffs? Can we not get the playoffs? I mean, should we have done better? We're going through a lot. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to open up the phone lines right now. So, if this is your first time on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, I will explain to you how this works. Please do not message me on Instagram. It has changed since then. So what you need to do now is I'm going to be posting a link on the chat. I will be posting the link on the chat here soon. Sorry about that. I'm getting on here right now. So I'm posting a link on the chat right now. All you need to do is click on that link and turn on your camera and come on to the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. I will be pinning it as well. So if you guys want to come on through, please, just come through, click on the link, and then you should be able to come on through the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. So the link has been posted. It is pinned. You don't have to, message me on Instagram anymore, guys. Please don't do that because I won't respond there at all. So definitely do me a favor, click on the link and come through. I know there's going to be a lot of fans that are wanting to come on. So please keep in mind that I will be trying to kind of move through everybody very, very fast, trying to see if we can get as much people as we possibly can. So click on the link and come on through the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube while we wait for people to come through. Let's keep on reading the chat and see what the Red Sea has to say. We have Oil saying it's over. All right. Let's keep on reading. We've got Steve-O saying went from scoring 30 plus points to only scoring 16 a game. Mike says Colts are just better. Yeah, I mean, you might be right. You might be right on that one. I mean, right? Let's keep on reading to the comments here. We are getting people coming through, so definitely do me a huge favor. If this is your first time here, there's a link on the chat. Click on it, turn your camera on, and you should be able to come through. All right, let's get everybody in here right now. Let's start off with Dog Lover 74. Dog Lover 74, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Talk to me. How you feeling? Cardinals go down. Indianapolis Colts. How you feeling?
Not really too great, honestly. Like, I really wanted the Cardinals to show up and be great tonight, but they really weren't. Like, injuries have been crowding us. COVID's been crowding us. They just haven't been doing that good.
Yeah. I agree. How are you feeling? I know we have 2 games left, so I know a lot of people are trying to tiptoe around the idea of the coaching staff. But for you specifically, do you have any expectations on this coaching staff and what they need to do to make you happy?
I really think they should look back at some of these games and talk about like the players' mistakes and try and reflect on them and make sure that they really improve and maybe we can get a dub against the Cowboys.
All right, appreciate you. Thank you so very much, Dog Lover. Have a great day. Okay. All right, let's keep it going here. Let's get everybody trying to kind of come through. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, there is a link that's pinned at the top of the chat. Click on the link and then come on through. Turn on your cameras on as well. All right, let's get my next person on here right now. Let's get John Paul. John Paul, you are live on the AZ Sports Fin on YouTube, man. How you feeling, dude? Oh, he's frozen. Okay, no worries. We'll keep it moving along. Frozen. Let's get with Seth. Seth, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan, and how are you feeling? Cardinals is down.
I feel frustrated right now. This game was going to come close, but I thought we were going to win, but that did not work.
I agree, man. I agree. Is there any expectations you want for this coaching staff, in your personal opinion?
Well, I thought Cliff was going to be our guy, but I don't think he's our guy. I think we just need to get a new head coach. That's what I think.
Okay. All right, man. Appreciate you, Seth. Have a great rest of your day, man. Later. All right, let's keep it moving here. We got my guy, Michael. All right, sharing the same name. This has got to be good stuff here. Michael, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. How are you feeling, man? Cardinals just fall to the Colts.
It was interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
I do agree with you on the stuff about Steve Keim. I do believe we've had so many problems, and just because he's made some big things this year, especially with D-Hop, I don't think it's enough. I think we need someone new. And also Cliff, I've always given him the benefit of the doubt, but just this repeated failing and failing, saying it's my fault, it's my bad. We need to do better. If he keeps up like this, then I'm going to say we need a new head coach at this point.
I agree, man. I completely 100% agree with you. What are your expectations here? I mean, obviously, I think all of us want playoffs, right? I mean, it's been 5+ years. We want to get into the playoffs. What do you want to see from Cliff Kingsbury here that make you a little happier?
I definitely need him. I don't know quite, but he needs to talk with the players. I don't know what's going on in the locker rooms, but there's been so much miscommunication with Kyler and the whole team. So possibly just sitting down, talking with the team. What's the problem? Why exactly are we failing at this point?
Okay. All right, man. Appreciate you as always, man. Have a great rest of your day. Awesome. So my thing, I miss Bruce Arians. I miss Bruce Arians so darn much. Maybe I just liked his, no risk it, no biscuit. I don't care what you feel, calling people knees deep. I loved every single bit of it because it held players accountable. And I actually felt like they were playing the best 11 people on the field, offensively, defensively. I felt like when they were literally saying, we're going to put the best people on the field, I think we were actually doing it with Bruce Arians. Right now, I feel like we're a little timid and we're really, really holding hope that our veterans are going to be the guys to do that. And then we have some rookies that might be good. We don't quite 100% know, but we're not going to see it until we get the opportunity, right? But I just miss Bruce Arians. Let's keep it going right now. Let's get AZ Sports Corner, man. You are live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, man. How you feeling?
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
Been kind of a crappy Christmas. I think I'm sick, and and then I watch the Suns and Cardinals lose. But yeah. So I don't know if we're even gonna make I think we can make the playoffs, but I don't even know if we're gonna get another win at this point.
I mean, you're right, man. You're 100% right.
Dude,
I mean, with what we're seeing right now, go ahead.
Yeah. It's just I feel like we're probably going to make it close against Dallas, and I hope that we win. But I also see us going home and then being in a shootout with Seattle and them just screwing us because they can. You know what I mean? And I can see it. I can see it happening. It's not, I hope that we can beat Dallas at least, or Seattle. But I'd really, really want to beat Dallas, if anything, because then we can like breathe. You know what I mean? Like we'll have a collective sigh of relief. If it goes all the way down to the last week where we need the win to get in the playoffs, that I'm gonna be so stressed. It's gonna be like horrible.
Yeah, man. It's
and we're 3-4 at home.
That's terrible,
What
bro.
is that? Like, what is that, man? You know?
Yeah,
I don't even
man.
know what to say.
It's bad, man. It's bad. I say panic button's been pushed right now. SOS, please help us out. Appreciate you as always, man. Have a great day.
You too.
All right, man. Let's bring my guy Jordan P. Hopefully, he can take me off this bridge that I want to throw myself off. Jordan P., you are live on the AZ Sports Fan, man. What's up? How you feeling?
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, dude. What's up?
Well, first things first, I don't agree with the Steve Keim thing. I'm sorry. I know people want to say, Steve Keim. This man has built a Super Bowl winning roster. I don't care what you have to say. This roster is a Super Bowl winning roster. And Cliff Kingsbury and Vance Joseph, they just started the season this year and went all the way down. Like, they're just bad now. At this point, they're just awful. Vance, I don't know what the hell he's doing half the time. Playing soft zone. It'll be a 3rd and 5. Let me play my corners 10 yards off and everybody bail out and give them the first down. Like, and then on the third and goal or 3rd and 9 it was at the end of this game when he threw the touchdown to the guy in the back of the end zone at the end, Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz is one of the worst quarterbacks under pressure. And what does Vance do on 3rd down? What does he do? He sends 3 and has all our DBs back, and of course he scores. You have to know these type of things. You get paid millions of dollars. I know this, and I don't even get paid.
Right.
And then, Cliff is so bad in situations. This game wasn't totally on him, by the way. And I've been saying he needs to be fired, and he still does. But Matt Prater, man, you lost us the game. Him and Max Garcia lost us this game. It's not even a debate. I like that I got to see with Chase Edmonds what I've been wanting to see. He's clearly a player we need to keep because he's amazing in the run game and amazing in the pass game. And the mistakes and the players who aren't meant to be playing. That's why we're losing. Max Garcia, he's not meant to be playing. He's playing Josh Jones, I mean, you could debate whether or not he can be playing, but he had 3 huge penalties and the refs. How many times does Chandler Jones need to get held?
Yeah, 100%.
How many times?
Well, let me ask you this. On the whole Steve Keim. I see what you're saying. Super Bowl. But do you trust Steve Keim to hire the right coach? Because Steve Wilkes was hired, but I know Michael Bidwell took the fall for it. I know he did. And now we got an experimental thing from Cliff Kingsbury. Do you think we're going to go that route again, or do you think he'll get it right? Head coach wise.
It's hard to say if he'll get it right because just 5-6 weeks ago, we thought he got it right. And then Cliff out of nowhere just like what do you – I don't know, man. There's a lot of things he does. It's just like, what were you thinking? Like you said on that play, we're driving down the field. Everything's looking good. Let me call a stupid play wildcat to Chase Edmonds.
The wildcat. That's what I was going to say.
Dicing them up. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. And then at the end of the game, we're down 9. We only have 1 timeout. So that means we have to get the ball. We have to score at least a field goal before the 2-minute warning because then we have the 2-minute warning, 1 timeout. We stopped them 3 times to get the ball back. He waited until 46 seconds to kick the field goal, and now we have to rely on an onside kick. There's just a lot of things. He's bad in situations. And, I mean, it's Arizona. We're plagued with this. This is something we're plagued with. And, Cliff, he got us to this. We've gotten to this record. But, if they don't fix it over the next 2 games, which I'm pretty sure they won't, it comes down to will Cliff get fired? He has to get fired. But will he? I don't know.
That's a very, very good statement. I appreciate you, man. As always, man. Have a great rest of your day. All right, brother. I mean, you're right when it comes down to – oh, my bad. Sorry. You're right when it comes down to should he get fired? Yes. Will he? I don't know. I literally don't know as a fan right now. I don't know what direction Steve Keim thinks he wants to go, what direction Michael Bidwell wants to go in this. I really think that we got to look ourselves in the mirror and whatever they're doing, we need to freaking scrap it because DeAndre Hopkins was our offense. James Conner was too, but obviously James Conner wasn't here today. So that's why we're pushing that SOS panic button right now. Without DeAndre Hopkins on the field, our wide receiving core looks not good. Not good. Christian Kirk, I've been so off and on about him this whole year. Oh, I love him. Maybe we should get him in a contract. Now, I'm like, he can't catch the ball unless it's in what? They're playing soft and it's like 2 minutes left in the fourth. It's not enough. It's not enough. I definitely respect what you say, Jordan P., but I think it's time for a whole new regime. I do, because that right there scares me. And I know, that question is a very vague. It's huge. Can you get it right with the head coach? I know that's a hard question to ask. I know. But my worry that comes here is, yes, you build a championship roster, but man, you've been on this, you've been in this team since 2013. 8 years. 8 years you've been in this organization. So if you don't know how to build a roster, then, we definitely got to reconsider you there. But I still don't think his draft picks are that great. I really don't. Zaven Collins, I want him to succeed. I want to see him on the field. Are we going to? Maybe not, because Vance Joseph is very, very, he's not ready yet. Rondell Moore, he looked cool. He looked awesome. It was kind of like Andy Isabella. He had some really good games. But I think it's now starting to come to realization is, are we really putting these players in the best positions to win? Are we? Like we're talking about it. The head coaching is talking about it. Cliff Kingsbury is going to give credit because, they came out with a good game plan. Show me what it looks like in the field, in the locker room, because you always want to show me what it looks like when everything's good. Oh, here's a game ball here. Here's a game ball there. Kyler Murray did this. Byron Murphy did that. Show me what it looks like in the locker room right now. I want to see who the leaders are right now, who's picking people up, and what is being told. J.J. Watt is the guy. J.J. Watt is the guy. But right now, there's not so much you can really do. He's sitting on the bench. He's hurt. I don't think Cliff Kingsbury is the guy. And I don't have the faith that Steve Keim is going to be able to draft well, and he's going to be able to pick up free agents, because the last big free agents we picked up was Jordan Phillips. Garbage. What's his name? Kennard? He's okay. I mean, he did a play or two today, but I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how we're going to end a live stream. I don't know what else to say. I really don't. I know, the opinions out there. We're kind of everywhere right now. I think right now we're a team that's running around in circle, and we're trying to find some sort of help. I don't know. We need to get better, though. We need to figure something out. 49ers are right on our butts, man. 49ers are right there. 2 games left. They're 8 wins? We need to get better. Mike, tell me what we need to do. What we need to do is we shouldn't have freaking drafted Zaven. What we shouldn't have done, we shouldn't have drafted Rondell Moore. That's what we should have done when I said that I was pissed off when we were drafting these players. And it's nothing to do with those players. Please keep in mind, they're probably the sweetest, greatest, humble people in the world, but it doesn't help our roster right now. That's my problem. I need somebody that's going to help us right now. Don't give me a linebacker back-to-back and have him sit for a year, because what's the point of dropping him in the first round? We should have got an O-lineman if that was the case. We're depleted. Yeah. Joshua says, are you a Vikings fan tomorrow? Honestly, I'm not. No, I'm going to allow to play what it is. If the 49ers catch up on us, if the Rams catch up on us, good job. Kudos. You took advantage of a team that's spinning out of control right now. Great job. No, I'm not being sarcastic. Great job. Seriously. This Arizona Cardinal team right now is imploding from the inside out. Panic button. Pushed. Jordan P says, right now we are set to play Brady round one exit. Appreciate you, Jordan P. Guys, this isn't good. When I'm being negative, I'm not trying to crap on this organization, but I've seen it year in and year out. I've seen it. This is the reason why I'm not liking the picks. This is the reason why I'm pissed off that, at the end of the season, I said we should have fired Cliff Kingsbury because they gave us a little hope. We thought we were the best team in the NFL, and we're crashing and burning. We're like that trash can in that flood that's going in with the little fire in there. That's the Cardinals right now. In that flood, that trash can that's just kind of going in, and then you see a fire in there. That's the Cardinals. We're holding hope. We're trying to get one more win to clinch the playoff spot, and I'm not sure if we can do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we're going to end our live stream right now. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Thank you for all the people that jumped on. Thank you so very much. The Arizona Cardinals are in a need to win now. Well, we've been needing to win. We just couldn't pull the trigger here, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'm out.